You've seen the headlines. AI will take your job, but let's be real. Is it really new? Is it just history repeating itself? Let's see what we can learn, not just from AI, but from 300 years of tech revolutions. Let's go back to 1812. In the quiet town of Nottingham, England, a skilled craftsman named Bob wakes with the sun. He walks to his workshop, as his father and grandfather did before him, weaving fabrics with tools he's mastered over a lifetime. His work is slow, steady, and deeply human. But that same year, new machines start showing up in factories nearby. Steam-powered looms, mechanical frames, machines that don't need years of practice or calloused hands, just coal, steel, and a young laborer to press the switch. As these machines spread, skilled workers like Bob are pushed aside. Their years of training become obsolete overnight. They aren't just unemployed, they're irrelevant. And so begins the Luddite movement. What is that? Skilled workers, mostly weavers and artisans, began gathering at night, covering their faces, and breaking into factories. Not out of ignorance, but out of desperation. They had tried everything: petitions, negotiations, appeals to Parliament, but when no one listened, they took matters into their own hands. They smashed the machines that replaced them. They weren't anti-technology, they were anti-being abandoned by a system that promised progress but delivered poverty. Sound familiar? Fast forward. This happened every few decades. New technologies arrive, and each time, society faces a question. Will this new tool make us stronger or make us unnecessary? Economists call this the difference between replacement technologies and enabling technologies. Replacement tech makes humans cheaper, faster to ignore. Enabling tech makes humans more powerful. Let's look at some examples. Steam engines replaced human and animal muscle. Yes, it created new jobs, but it mostly made old ones vanish. Farmers became factory workers, and those who couldn't adapt, they were left behind, watching their entire way of life disappear in a puff of coal smoke. Electricity? Totally different. With light bulbs, we broke free from the sun. Night shifts became possible. Cities came alive after dark. Refrigerators changed how we ate. Washing machines freed up hours of household labor. It didn't just add convenience, it created whole new industries: appliance makers, electric utilities, technicians. Electricity didn't replace people. It multiplied what we could do. It was technology that empowered, not erased. Internet, both. It created brand new roles: bloggers, coders, online sellers, digital marketers. But it also wiped out others. Local newspapers lost ad money to Facebook. Small shops couldn't compete with Amazon's logistics and pricing. Customer service jobs replaced by bots and auto replies. So yes, it empowered creators, but it also centralized power and left many behind. The real danger isn't just new technology. It's when the dominant form of new technology is replacement-based. That technology is mainly designed to replace humans, not help them. When the goal is just to cut labor costs and boost profits, guess what happens? The people in the middle, regular workers, get left behind, while the wealth flows straight to the top. Now, if all this is making you feel a little anxious, you're not alone. I felt it too. Not every tech revolution ends in disaster. Some actually lifted everyone up. They expanded what we could do. Talking about enabling technology, we cannot ignore the Golden Age. After World War II, the world experienced what some economists call the Golden Age of capitalism. Technology was expanding, but so were jobs. Factories needed hands, suburbs needed builders, households needed electricians, delivery men, sales reps, TV repair guys. A single factory worker in 1960s America could afford a house, a car, and put kids through school. This wasn't magic. It was that most technology advancements were enabling technology: electricity, home appliances, affordable automobiles. Tools that created new markets, new needs, and new jobs, rather than replacing people. But by the 1980s, that golden age started to fade. Computers entered the scene, and although they did instantly kill jobs, they started shifting the structure of work in fundamental ways. The people who learned to use them early gained leverage. Those who didn't, they became invisible, and with the rise of the internet, things accelerated. The internet was supposed to be the great equalizer. For a moment, it actually felt like it. Anyone with a blog and an opinion could be a writer. You didn't need a publisher, just a keyboard. Anyone with a webcam could be a broadcaster. You didn't need a TV network. Just a decent upload speed, and if you knew how to code, you had a shot at building the next Google from your garage. It felt like power was finally being handed back to the people. It was exciting, it was hopeful, it felt fair. But slowly, the platforms took over. For example, Uber drivers don't set their prices. They don't see the full map. They get rated, nudged, penalized, all by a system they can't question. Small creators, like YouTube and TikTok creators, got trapped in algorithms. And behind every free tool, for example Facebook or Google, was a business model that mined our data and used it for profit. The middle class shrank. Productivity rose, but wages stagnated. And wealth? It got concentrated. In 2021, the richest 10% owned 76% of global wealth. The bottom half owned less than 2%. Technology didn't fail us, but we failed to design for fairness. And now AI arrives. AI isn't just another tool. It writes, it draws, it codes, it analyzes, it teaches, it designs. And it doesn't just replace physical or repetitive work. It targets cognitive work, creative work, even emotional labor. What makes AI uniquely disruptive? First, speed. AI develops faster than any previous technology. There's no slow adoption curve. 1 month of updates can outdate your entire skill set. Second, breadth. It's not industry specific. It affects every sector, from marketing to law to education to filmmaking. Third, opacity. AI decision-making is a black box. Even its creators often can't explain how it works. That makes it hard to audit, regulate, or correct. And fourth, the absence of a shared story. In past revolutions, there was a unifying dream. Electrification promised prosperity, the internet promised access. But what does AI promise? Efficiency? Cost-cutting? Not exactly a dream that includes everyone. Here's the optimistic part. We still have choices. AI is powerful, yes, but it's still a tool. How we use it and how we prepare for it is still up to us. First, think at a higher level. AI is good at executing, not at asking the right questions. Humans must become problem definers, not just problem solvers. Second, design systems, not tasks. Don't just learn skills, understand the ecosystem those skills live in. Third, use AI to boost your own creativity. Write with it, brainstorm with it, build faster, test cheaper, ship smarter. Fourth, build the soft skills AI can't: emotional intelligence, strategy, ethics, cultural understanding. And most of all, never stop learning. The age of one career, one lifetime is over. Lifelong learning is now the baseline, not the bonus. But come on, let's be real. Not everyone can keep up at the same pace. People are juggling bills, kids, 2 jobs, and now they're being told to just learn AI. That's why policy matters. We can't put all the pressure on individuals and call it resilience. We need systems that soften the fall and support the climb. And honestly, there are already a few ideas on the table. Wage insurance. So if someone has to take a lower paying job, they don't lose everything overnight. Reskilling programs. Actual access to modern training, not just a random YouTube playlist. And yes, universal basic income, giving everyone a baseline of stability in a world that's shifting faster than ever. Even people like Sam Altman and Elon Musk who are literally building the AI systems we're talking about, have backed UBI trials. Sam Altman has personally funded one of the largest UBI experiments in the United States, giving hundreds of families $1,000 a month, no strings attached, just to see what happens when people aren't constantly in survival mode. Elon Musk, despite all his hot takes, has repeatedly said UBI may be necessary in an AI-driven economy.
What to do about mass unemployment? This is going to be a massive social challenge. And I think ultimately we will have to have some kind of universal basic income. I don't think we're going to have a choice.
So, if even the builders of this future are saying we might need a safety net, maybe we should take that seriously. Is it perfect? No, but it shows something important. We're finally starting to think bigger, not just about individual hustle, but about collective solutions. So, will AI take our jobs? Yes, some of them, but it will also create new ones, new industries, and entirely new ways of thinking. The real question is, will we design the AI era to serve many or just a few? Technology doesn't decide that, people do. So, don't look away, don't panic, don't surrender, because we're not just riding the train, we're the ones laying the tracks. The future isn't AI versus humans, it's humans with AI versus a system that forgets us. So, the real question is, will you shape this future or watch it get shaped for you? Where do you think we're headed? If this gave you a new perspective, like, comment, and share your thoughts below. And don't forget to subscribe and see more in the next video.